Hi everyone, it's Amanda from Fit and Active here. We've got weights and Pilates this week for your Monday motivator. Notice how those weights are not very heavy. I'm using 1.5 kilos. You don't have to use any weights at all if you don't want to. This is a great workout though to work the core and the shoulders. I hope you enjoy it. Bye! So here we have, let's grab those weights, head over to the mat and let's do our workout. A little reminder of those Pilates principles to start with. Heels underneath the hips, pelvis is in neutral. Lock in with those core muscles and zip up with the pelvic floor. Remember to always lengthen through the spine, keep the rib cage down, shoulders drawn back, chin tucked under to keep the back of the neck nice and long. And we're breathing into the rib cage, your thoracic breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth throughout the whole class. Grab those weights then. We're going to warm and connect with the spine by doing a few roll downs. 4 of these. We're going to drop the chin to the chest. Collapse the arms and shoulders forwards, slowly roll down. By all means bend those knees if you need to. And then keeping those core muscles scooped up, let's slowly restack the spine, letting the shoulders drop back into place and the head comes up last. Same again. Take this time to connect with your spine. Imagine the space coming in between each vertebrae as you fold forwards. Reset the spine just a little stronger and longer when you restack. Always using your core muscles. Imagine those tummy muscles pushing the spine up from inside your body. Going into a curtsy squat now. You're going to take your right foot behind you, arms above your head. And as you take the right foot behind, both arms will press above the head. Don't let the elbows go any lower than the shoulders. Keep your gaze fixed. That'll help your balance. Core muscles in, obviously. We're doing 4 to each side of these. Slow and strong is the key. Okay, we've got some side rolls now. Plant those feet, hip distance, core muscles in. Take the right weight above your head, reaching over to the left. Turn at the last moment, lower down. Chin to the chest. And once again, restack the spine. Left arm this time goes up above the head, reaching over to the right. Core muscles in. Roll yourself down, chin to the chest, and restack. Just do 2 of these to each side. Waking up through the lumbar back, waking up through the waist. Remember, chin to chest before you restack. Smooth and slow. This is the last one. Then we'll stay down this time and we're going to go on to all 4s. We'll do a tabletop, back row and lateral raise. So remember to tuck the bottom under, lengthen through the spine, keep those core muscles zipped up. With one hand, you're going to take a hold of the weight. Back row, then lateral raise. So back row is elbow close to the ribs. Bring the elbow up behind you, and then lateral raise, straight arm out to the side, level with the body. Here's an extension if you want to add it on. The opposite leg lengthens out behind you. You need to use the core a lot more. You're only on those 2 points instead of 3. Keep the neck in line with the spine. We'll do 8 in total of these. Before we go to the other side, we're going to do what I call a flip flop. So elbows out, shoulder level, hang the arms to start with. Then you'll turn them up, press up above your head for a shoulder press. Angle them down again so the weight point towards the floor. But notice how the elbows stay still. You're rotating through the shoulder joint. Doing wonders for the rotator cuff, this one. Keep the core engaged and the bottom squeezing. Support the back, of course. Just 6 of these. Then we're going to go to the other side. To do the tabletop again, we'll just roll the shoulders a couple of times first of all to loosen out any tension. So tabletop for the other side, the back row and lateral raise. Remember to tuck the bottom under, lengthen the spine, keep the belly button zipped up all the time. And we've got 8 back rows, lateral raises. Elbow comes as high as you possibly can manage. There's your extension. Stretching out and lengthening the opposite leg to the working arm. Rewarding ourselves with a little arm stretch now. Sit back on your heels, take the arms up behind you, drop the chin to the chest, opening out through the chest and the shoulders. Couple of rolls. Through the shoulders, let's go into my favourite move. Yes, it's the plank. We can't have planks being missed from our programs, can we? So this is a swapping shoulder raise plank. So you'll take your left leg underneath you, present it on the other side, whilst the right hand lifts the weight up. You're in a shoulder press and a side plank. Then you bring the leg back and do the same with the other leg. So the leg leads, helps to turn the hips, take the weight above your shoulders. We're going to do 5 to each side. Take care your bottom doesn't lift up with this one. And if you're not keen with that leg extension going to the opposite side, you can just do a regular side plank if you prefer. Stay strong through this one. Fabulous all over body workout. So this time we're going to come down onto our bottom. Little child's pose to start with. Reach the right arm forwards, really open out through the rib cage, and then the same on the other side. Bring those weights down to where your hips will be when you lie on your tummy. So legs are flat and relaxed. We're going to support the weights from underneath this time and do a dart, which is a back extension. Core muscles in, breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, reach the hands down the sides of the leg, pushing the shoulders to draw away from the ears, lengthening through the neck. Back extensors fire up and the chest floats. 8 of these in total. Notice how the legs are relaxed. Try and avoid allowing those legs and the glutes to spring into action each time you activate your core muscles and float the chest. Okay, cat and cow next. Back onto all fours, tuck the bottom and chin under. Draw the tummy muscles in, lift the spine up to the ceiling. As you breathe out, reverse that stretch. Allow the tummy and the back to sag down. Repeating one more time of each. And then we're going to go on to our backs. You're just taking one weight down there with you this time. Laying on your back. Set your neutral, core muscles in. Take that hand behind the head, watching the shoulder tension. We're going to float one leg into the air. So that's your left leg. Your left hand will take that weight and pass it through underneath the leg into your right hand. So you're using your upper abdominals to crunch up. Pass that weight from left hand to right underneath the left leg. And here's an extension for you. That right leg can lengthen and float almost at a diagonal. Keep hollowing out the tummy. Keep that back flat. Keep breathing. Okay, we're going to come back up to seated before we do the other side. Let your neck have a little rest. We're going to do the butterfly, fly and lift. So, sitting on your bottom, on your tailbone, bring your heels together, drop your knees out to the side. Weight in each hand, we'll fly the arms out to the side and back in. Keeping the heels together, lift the feet. Keep that back in position. You're recruiting your lower abdominals to float those feet. It's a tough one, this one. Stay strong. 8 of these in total. We're going to go back down to the floor with just one weight. Remember, we've got to do the right arm and right leg this time. So it's right leg in the air and right arm passes to left hand underneath the leg. Reset your core, remember, core muscles in, flatten the back down. Using your core muscles to curl yourself up to look after the neck. Just make sure you drop your chin to your chest and then curl. Avoid poking the chin up to the ceiling. And there's your extension, that hovering straight opposite leg. Remember, 8 of these in total, hollowing out the tummy. There you go, drawing the legs into the chest then to have a little rest. We're coming back to seated. Another V-sit. This one is the side open, so weights, one in each hand. Feet on the floor to start with. You simply open out to each side and take the arm behind you. So we're bringing the obliques into play here. One add-on, you can float the feet so it becomes like a Russian twist. Next add-on, straighten the legs as you rotate and open. Quite tough here, so hang in there. Keep pulling the belly button down, shoulders down. Okay, take yourself a rest and we're going to roll ourselves back down into the floor. This time we're going to work the triceps. We're going to do the skull crusher. So feet on the floor to start with, loose grip on the weights, arms above your head. Bend the elbows to drop your hands down. Keep those elbows in place. Remember, that's crucial so that you can keep working through the triceps. Add on, you can float both legs into the air. Watch out for your back, of course. Keep the belly button pressed down. Next add on, lengthen alternate legs as you bend those elbows. Try and keep those elbows in place. Coordination comes into play with this one. It's quite tricky. Keep breathing. There we go. Bring yourself up to seated for one more move. I call this the racing driver roll up. One weight in the hand. Turn that steering wheel. As you sink into your tailbone, tuck your bottom under, hollow out the core muscles and roll back. It's up to you how far you go back. I'm just gradually going a little bit further and a little bit further each time to increase the challenge. Rotating through those arms to loosen out through the shoulder joint, as well as increase the challenge, obviously, with that roller. And we're done. Let's do a cool down then. Take yourself back down to the floor gently. Bring the legs over the body into the chest. You can cross the feet if that's comfy. Gently rolling the hips from side to side. Your arms and hands can be on your knees just to assist. Or you can stretch those arms out to the side. Lock your shoulders to the floor. Simply allow the legs and the hips to roll and drop, loosening out through the lower back. And we're going to roll up and cross our legs over, drop the chin down to the chest, take the arms behind and lift them up. You can lock those fingers together if that suits. Lovely stretch through the chest, shaking the tension out of the arms. I've got one more stretch for you. Bring yourself onto all fours. Notice the hand position here. Your fingers point out to the side. Take your palm to the floor and open the chest up by twisting to the opposite side. Fingers to the ceiling. Of course, if you need to, you can drop the arm back behind your back. Other side then, just holding for about 8 to 10 seconds, opening through the chest, Stretching through the wrist and the forearm. Little twist through the waist as well. And there we have it. I hope that set you up for the day. I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. And I hope you'll join me next week for another Monday Motivator. Bye everyone. Have a fabulous week.